just like rap beef.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what I honestly don't expect anything from Kendrick, and I hope he does not respond just because this nigga's corny, bro. He don't even deserve the luxury of getting into an all-time great battle with you. He had the chance and he got fucking cooked, like smoked.
When?
Pushing.
See, nah, I'm excluding that right now. Not excluding that from Drake. I'm talking about I'm excluding that from this conversation because I feel like, you know, since Kendrick has been like kind of, you know, jabbing and shooting at Drake the whole time.
And two legendary verses back to back might have had you.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Smoking shit.
Yeah, literally. I mean, you go back to the Control verse, to any other verse that he's had, you know.
Monumental moments.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real.
So with that being said, I feel like because he has responded, I feel like Kendrick should at that point in time kind of put shit to bed and, hey, let me go.
I think he already did, to be honest with you.
I have Kendrick like kind of losing right now. Because in a moment I did, like when Drake initially dropped the little push-up joint, I was like, you know what, it ain't even out, yeah, whatever. Kendrick joint is still a little harder. But because of the time frame and he didn't respond, he hasn't responded, you know, I'm like, all right, Kendrick, you know, you've been pushing, you've been dropping these verses over a 10-year period. Could have said one more. If you would just dropped one more, cool. Put that shit to bed, whatever. I don't know. I think Future did all his dissing in 2 albums. I felt Future did all his dissing in 2 albums. Him and Metro, they did all his dissing in their 2 albums, and they said what they said, and that's it. But Kendrick, I felt that should have been a back and forth a little bit more. That's what I wanted. You know, if I'm gonna get rap out of it, don't get me wrong. I get you with the little corny thing. Drake is a corny dude. I don't want to see you on Instagram. I don't want to see that shit, bro. If you gonna do music, just do the music and keep it at that. But since there was music involved, I feel like Kendrick should have said, just, you know, dropped one more and just kind of let it out there instead of dropping a project on the PG lane that the fucking site don't work. That shit was the most. That shit just stopped working.
I thought it was a hard way to drop some music, but it was. Like,
they didn't have the website together, so
like that shit together. I think he actually took it down like an hour anyway.
Okay, yeah, obviously because that shit broke.
Yeah, it crashed the site, man, and everybody was rushing to hear this shit. Had Andre 3000 feature all type of shit.
Really?
Yeah, Brent Fayez, a lot of niggas on there. That shit was crazy. The first song I heard like 45 seconds. She was hard, but hey, that's what. But I mean, shit. Yeah, I think Kendrick has been smoking shit. He's the only person outside of J. Cole that has just been dropping verses and they have been monumental moments. So
I agree.
Even if it's a feature, even if it's his own song. So when you talk about jabbing, it's not like he's jabbing. He's smoking these niggas, and he's been open to challenges the entire time.
Well,
so when you get a response finally after 10 years or so, and it's some trash shit talking about I wear a size 7 shoe.
That shit's funny. It is corny. No, when I say funny, it's the corny funny. Like, all right, really, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's no reason to respond. That's how I take it. It's like the responses were so weak, and like it made it nasty. It made the battle not. It's like when Daylight be going up there playing in the battle raps. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
Like you in here trolling, dog. I'm in here trying to smoke your boots, and you on some like, oh, come on, bro. I don't want to book a battle with this nigga no more.
Okay,
that's how
I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, but in that same sentiment, I feel like it could be that other way around where I troll to see what else you got, because Kendrick has been smoking it, but Kendrick hasn't done what what Push did, where I just straight directly get a diss track and I diss you top to bottom and air out whatever. Kendrick has been like just putting out crazy verses that I am dissing you, but it ain't just straight like, you know, every bar is just aimed at you, just dissing you completely.
But Drake also has never done that. The same thing he did. So he had two direct songs towards Meek Mill. One was more direct than the other, back to back, and then he had the song directly going at Pusha T. Well, technically, let me retract that. That shit was more towards Kanye than Pusha T.
Even that W freestyle was hard, but I mean, it still.
But it still was. Yeah. You know, the responses aimed towards that camp directly.
Yeah.
Drake's push-up song was like some catchy, trying to be a hit, addressing everybody.
He did.
Diss.
Yeah. But then he did the tailor-made.
And then he did the tailor-made and he took it down, just like J. Cole took his fucking record down, man. Any of these niggas playing with King Kendrick, King Kunta, Kung Fu Kenny, they taking they shit off the fucking internet.
I think he took that down
because he should never did it. That's why.
No. This dumbass going why you ain't call nobody for the Tupac joint, bro?
Niggas is trash, man. That's what I'm saying, man. When he starts saying all this boogeyman shit, this is what he talking about. Look at the results of what happened when you get into a battle.
Really quick, you listen to that Taylor Made freestyle?
Yeah, I heard it.
What's your thoughts? Not Drake part, but like the Tupac part.
Nigga's corny, man. He's a weirdo. We've been saying this though. That's some Pusha T set the tone, man. Everything, and that's why I want people to take the time. I need y'all to do some homework.
Okay.
When y'all go back and listen to Pusha T's The Story of Adidon, listen to what the song is about. Listen to the words. There's no wasted bars in that song.
He's cosplaying.
What Pusha T did was challenge the integrity of this man that y'all are saying is one of the greatest rappers ever. Cause he's saying, who the fuck is this nigga? Who? What does he represent? What is your purpose here? Who let you win? Look at where you came from. Look at your dad. Look at your mom. Why are we to take anything you doing serious, nigga? That's what type of nigga that Drake is. Why are we to take? Bro, listen, we can go through the vault, man. All these superstars, they got old recordings, you know, throwback VHSs, what them shit called, camcorders. They got footage of all this shit, man. We seen what the fuck Lil Wayne was doing when he was like 10, 11 years old. He was in New Orleans with Baby, fucking rain raps and shit. We seen what the fuck 50 Cent was doing, niggas in the street selling crack. You know what I'm saying?
Boxing
You
niggas.
know what I'm saying? We seen Outkast in high school, Tri-Cities doing fucking talent shows, rapping and shit.
Right.
We go to Drake, we seen this nigga at a bar mitzvahs. We seen this nigga with a group of white people saying this is how you change your lingo to talk to black people. We see too many things. We see this nigga doing blackface.
Blackface is crazy.
Like, so
how you like black and do blackface?
And that's my thing. So the same thing. We seen this same shit before. When niggas was beefing with Dr. Dre, you know what they did? They went back and see, oh nigga, you was on the cover of this with your ass out with the glitter face. And that's what I'm saying. That's what we go back and look at the history. We go back and look at the history.
They do.
So that's all I'm saying.
That's why niggas ain't beef for Ice Cube.
When I was selling weight back in 88, you was a ballerina. I got your pictures. I seen you. And that's all my point. So listen, man, we can talk about the greatest rappers of all time, the most successful rappers of all time. We can talk all this shit. The history of beef is pulling a nigga's card.
Yeah.
That's history of beef.
That success part gets out of here once you start going into the beef part. You know, I agree with that. You know, all that money that you have and this and that don't really play a part when it comes to like beefing. Like now I'm gonna pull who you are and I'm put it on the track and let you know.
That's the entire history. We go to the 3 greatest diss tracks of all time. Fucking Ether. What's the nigga talking about, Chasey, man? With you 36 in the karate class, oh you tough all of a sudden, nigga, I know you was running through the building. Nigga, knock it off. Y'all got y'all name from a white gay nigga, Rockefeller. Stop it, man. Stop it. Blueprint was another nigga's album. He stole your whole swag from Jazzo. That's what he told him, correct?
Yeah, he did.
That's what he told him.
He did.
We talking about Tupac hit him up. You a play ass nigga, but your wife out here getting fucked. Which one is it, man? Which one is it, dog? So that's what I'm saying. You want to go to Takeover? We just quoted that line. We just quoted that line. What Tupac said, I'm going to hit him up. Mob D, ain't one of you niggas sick? Y'all want to have beef with me?
Niggas got sickle cell.
Y'all want to have beef with me and your niggas' health is not even in order to go to war with somebody like me?
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all talking about?
But hold on. But to that point, right? You look at somebody. You look at people like Kendrick and like Pusha T, right?
Yeah.
And you look at the history of how beefs were. They come from that part of school of rap and that whole lineage of that. You know, you got Kendrick on the West Coast. We know what the beef been like. You know, he's crowned the king of the West Coast for a long time. You even had somebody like who don't want to give props to anybody, like The Game, say, "Hey, him."
Facts.
You know, and we know we've seen The Game.
And we've seen 50 Cent pull a game card so many times.
Yeah, and the Game's still out here running around like he's a fucking nut. And so, you know, and then you have somebody like Pusha T. We already know where Pusha T came from. And so, you know, that whole part of it. Drake, he just happened to he was rapping on Degrassi.
Bruh.
and you just happen to get signed with Wayne. But if you go back to early Drake songs, besides him rapping, he was singing.
Singing, lover boy ass, insecure dude, and that's the thing, man.
So, if you want to go back to whatever song it was on his last album, For All the Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And when he was like, I wasn't a gangster until now. To me, that says a lot. That says a lot. That tells us where you at.
I agree, but again, like I said, this is only my perspective on it. A nigga that you listen, cool. Let's put all that to the side. You know what I'm saying? You're in a position now because a lot of people made that argument about Tupac, but the difference between Tupac and Drake is Tupac actually is from the street. He had his background. His mom's crap, Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He's from the streets. And he's a great actor because he went to acting school. You know what I'm
regardless of that, Tupac was still out here acting a fucking nut.
Exactly. It don't even matter what he was never no punk. He was always down to fight. He would shoot, and we're not glorifying that. We're just saying when he raps about that type of stuff, that's actually who he was. Whether he became that, mind you, nigga was 25 when he died.
No, literally.
So this ain't no damn near 40-year-old talking about I just became a gangster at 30. It's definitely some experiences you can have being around them death row niggas in them New York streets. That can make you turn into a different type of dude. Now, I mean, we can understand that. So let's keep that. Let's push that aside. Drake, I don't know what the fuck you could possibly experience in your tenure because you've been damn near at the top of the rap game since you came out.
Yeah.
So what?
Wayne got locked up in 09? In 2010, you dropped Take Care.
Had nothing but success, and riches, and wealth this entire time. So I don't, and you come from an acting background and a musical. I don't know, whatever, man. Let's keep it moving, man. All that aside, when a nigga like Kendrick Lamar, like you said, has been jabbing, doing these monumental verses, and saying I'm better than the rest of these niggas they talking about, not only because I'm successful in music and I can rap, I sell a lot of records, and I'm also representing a specific place. Every time J. Cole rap, I'm talking for the people in my hometown, Fayetteville, what they call it, Fayetteville's finest. All my albums have a story about somebody from that area. I'm not just making up shit.
Yeah, no, literally.
I'm talking about real experiences. Same thing with Kendrick. I'm talking about a community called Compton, and this is what I represent. I feel guilty that a lot of people I came up with, they didn't make it to where I'm from, and I did not help. I couldn't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? My uncle's doing this, my cousin's doing this. These niggas game beggars. The nigga that signed me almost killed my dad. Like it's a different type of authenticity attached to it. So when I want to rap and I'm rapping what I'm talking about, and the nigga that I'm calling out is talking about shoe size and how many records he sold, and nobody can fuck with me because I got more money than everybody. My brother, what you are doing is representing yourself as the Jewish white man you are. That's saying, I control everything. Yeah. I am the industry. And the whole reason hip hop even came about was a rebellion against the industry and wanting to represent what life was really like outside of these pearly gates and these white fences and all this fluffy shit that nobody was shedding a light on.
You have a point.
Broken glass everywhere. Come on. So all I'm saying is it's always gonna be, you can call it jealousy, you can call it whatever, it's always gonna be a different type of vigor is a vitriol towards this nigga Drake when somebody from Kendrick is a success story and you trying to make it seem like my career doesn't match up to yours. Nigga, you know where I'm from. It's the same shit what Dame was talking about. He was talking about, bro, I might never win a championship. I already won. You know what? You know what my background is? I was doing? Yeah. Like, what are y'all talking about? Don't try to compare me to these other dudes because they in fortunate situations.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
And I'm not saying it's valid. Everybody don't look at it that way. I'm just saying a nigga that's that, you talking about one of the greatest rappers ever. Like, we ain't talking about, this ain't in relation to Dame, because Dame is not. He's not gonna be Magic. He's not gonna be those guys. But when a nigga like AI come up there speaking, listen, you can't say nothing to me. About nothing in no NBA, dog.
The fact that I made it here, I already hit a little. I hit a peak that I shouldn't have hit already.
Listen, man.
So I mean, I agree with you on that one. I see now. I see what you're saying in regards to that. Because, you know, like, and again, Drake has nothing to pull from. Drake has nothing to pull from. Now, you hear a bunch of stories about the people he may be with, but at this point, I'm starting to think that they became around you once you got rich. I don't know if, because the same way, like, you know, we know Kendrick, but you look at it, J. Cole. J. Cole talks about all my people I grew up with. Them niggas out here doing whatever. I'm looking up to these niggas that's doing this, and they like, oh, hey, right. But you good at this. You should stay over here. You know, Drake, you look like you talk about your friends in a really adult 40-year-old age at this point. Like your friends just became cool with you 3 years ago. Yeah, I gotta hit her. Yeah, I mean, cause you paying that nigga.
And stop doing that shit cause you friends with Thug and 21 like you finna call the Bloods or you finna call the stop doing that, bro. Stop doing that, dog. That's nasty. That's disgusting. Leave it to this half Jewish man to push this gang agenda at the most successful point in his career.
Oh, he ganged up too.
Like what y'all talking about, bro? Leave it to him, bro.
He slaughtered gang, he slime, he everything.
Nigga's a disgrace to the hip hop community, bro. He's disgusting, bro.
See,
it's disgusting, bro.
You know when I think about it, I can see why a nigga like Future don't fuck with him. Because I take it back from the Kendrick, because you know that been beefing whatever for a minute. But where Future starts to kind of like disassociate yourself with him, like, because I am from that, and now you're just using it. You're almost like you're appropriating shit.
Exactly.
Literally, like I was really out here selling drugs. You want to talk about it? No, stop. This whole my boy Thug is on trial. You over here sliming everything up, but my boy's on trial for that shit.
Yeah.
21 is like, man, I done passed over that. I'm just not gonna hop on no tracks with you.
You taking this culture and you selling it as if this is something.
He's glorifying it.
He is.
He's glorifying it.
He is.
You know, I could even look back, like, I know you didn't like his album, but you look back at like 21 Savage over the past few years has been saying like, hey, yeah. I'm not glorifying this shit. This is just what happened that I've went through.
What's that shit? Letter of Thug or some shit he was talking about?
Yeah, Letter of Thug.
Yeah.
Or to my brother, I think.
Letter to my brother, yeah.
I mean, between that and then I think it's like Dark Days or something with Mariah the Scientist on his joint. It's like, yo, I'm no longer glorifying this shit. This shit is not cool. This shit is not cool. My boys are locked up. I got niggas dead out here. I'm still crying about that shit. My brother died. And this nigga...
Bro, listen to the name of his album, bro. American Dream, bro. A foreign nigga come over here and everything he went through. Like, this nigga wants to change every aspect of that negativity. And this the dude you trying to associate yourself with, talking about we slaughter gang, we kill nigga. Like, bro, this nigga is a disgrace. He is a disgrace. And trust me, this ain't limited to just Drake. We just talking about this the beef between.
I mean, this is the beef right now.
The beef between Kendrick. Just look at what I'm saying. Just look at the difference in their careers, bro. That's all I'm saying. He should not be. He does not deserve to engage in a battle in one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Well, see,
simply because of what he represents, and simply because what Drake is going to turn it into.
I'm still a rap fan. I just want to hear like bars.
It's deeper than that, man.
No, you're right, but I mean, I'm going to be surface level right now. I want to hear bars. God damn it. Kanye, drop on another track, dog.
Tell him respond to Pusha T, man. He had a chance to give every bar of all time, and guess what? And this what it makes it even worse.
I think if Pusha T has to respond back to him right now, I think his career is going to be in jeopardy. Well, I mean, his career, it is what it is. He's not going to allow Pusha T to drop that shit. Whatever connection he got, he going to try to get that shit removed.
But that's my point. So this why I'm slick disgusted with a lot of these rap fans that saying Kendrick losing and all this, and Kendrick got to respond. He ain't saying nothing. My brother, the last time Drake had a rap beef, 2018, Pusha T dropped his song, correct? And Drake did not respond. Cool. He did not respond, had his reasonings, whatever.
No. Can you explain it?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm about to go. Drake took the time to explain why he did not respond. That's the misstep right there, and that's why this applies to this situation now. He said he got a call from Jay Prince and said, don't even engage in this because it's going to go to a place that we cannot return from. It's going to get messy, it's going to get more serious, and you don't need to put yourself in that position. You're too big, you know what I'm saying, you're too important, da-da-da. So if that's all it took for you to stop a rap beef, mind you, like you said, it's just bars. Pusha T and Drake these niggas don't know each other. Drake knows Kanye.
Yeah.
Pusha T won't fuck with Drake. He never did. Even this nigga like 10 years prior to that. This him and Lil Wayne. They don't fuck with each other. None of that.
This all Young
The
Money.
Clips Ben ain't like him and Young Money. So cool.
That's been like since like 06, 08.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
So if that is your standard of rap beef and where it can go and how serious it can go, why would you try to antagonize a dude that's been just trying to rap with you for like the last 10 years into something more serious than it could be? You bringing up dead Tupac to antagonize Kendrick. Talking about you ain't never been to jail, you ain't never shot nobody. These are lyrics in that song.
It was, and first of all, hold on. That's what I was asking you about. Did you hear that the Tupac part? Because not only did he use his voice, but he used, like, you heard that whole flow, that whole part was Drake, and that's why I didn't like that. Because I'm like, yo, if you was able to like maneuver and do it in a Tupac flow, I'd be like, you know what, cool. But this Drake, take Tupac voice off, and that's you. And I honestly don't, like you said, I can actually agree with you. Usually I want to disagree, but you don't tell a nigga that he ain't never go to jail and shot nobody. Nigga, what have you done?
And why is that even important in a rap beef, bro? Like what are you talking about? You bringing in Snoop Dogg, like this shit is nasty. And then to make it even further, we talking about the whole shit from actors to writers to directors to anybody that makes art has been fighting against the use of AI.
Yeah, literally.
And you ushering this shit in as the biggest name in rap music. Niggas a loser, man. Enough is enough, man.
That's because he part owner of that fucking.
Oh, we know. This is the culture Vulture Dame Dash been talking about when he talking about Vlad and what's the nigga name, Lee or Cohen. This is the biggest culture vulture we've ever had in the history.
Dang, he might be
as a rap artist.
Dang, he right there with them. That is crazy. Yeah, got me stuck here.